So now we get back to our Ash and our heroes, and now they want to make their way to the island in the middle of Purity Canyon. And how do they do that? By making canoes with their Pokemon. Now, first of all, that's actually kind of clever, but what I think is actually really funny is the fact that Ash is not the one who comes to this conclusion. In fact, if you actually notice, Ash actually just starts to walk out, and he's going to swim to the island. He doesn't even think about using his Pokemon. In fact, it's just this random stranger that he just meets that gives him the idea to actually use his Pokemon to cut down this tree and turn it into a canoe. Remember, Ash wants to be a Pokemon master, and so far, he hasn't really used his Pokemon for almost anything at this point. Yeah, great master, isn't he?
Also, movies have taught us that you can make anything out of anything just by throwing sharp objects at it.
I'm gonna take a bunch of broken glass and build a statue of bacon!
You knock yourself out.
If the humans will not leave us in peace, so be it. We will leave this place and search for another.
Wait, no. Hold on.
We will remain here and live in peace.
So then Mewtwo just forgets about what he originally wanted to do? I guess he has short-term memory loss or something. I don't know. Psychic powers, affects the mind. He's got short-term memory loss now. That's why he can't remember everything and how he has to always repeat his monologues. Of course, he always has to repeat how he's nothing more than insignificant in this world because he keeps forgetting he already did it. That works.
And if the weather's so freaking unpredictable, and it's taken such a long time for them to get to the island by aircraft, why are they not being torn apart by winds like every friggin' thing else in this movie?
And now the clones have thrown Team Rocket into a little jail cell and are going to use their talking Meowth as an interpreter for humans.
They really got a lot of stuff going on here. I mean, they got Meowth as a translator. Ash and his team are still in the canoe. Team Rocket is locked up in a cage. In a cave. Cage cave is what you could call it. And we got the clone Pokemon going to war with Team Rocket. We really got a lot of stuff going on here in this hour-long special.
Should I let them go? All creatures ought to control their own destinies. Or should I force them to stay? Here I can use my powers to protect them from harm.
Oh my crap! Are you staying or are you going? Make up your frigging mind! Hey, here's Mewtwo. We're staying, we're going, we're staying, we're going.
Yeah, I need to wrap up now.
Are you really sure it's a good idea? I mean, come on. It's only an hour-long special.
What?
Oh, come on, Leaf. You're starting to do this a lot now. You just get to a certain point, then you're like, you know what? Let's just wrap up the movie. We're just gonna wrap it up here. Get it all done. But if you really look at this, you got an hour-long special, and this one has so much prime material that you can work with. I'm not kidding. It's got a lot of prime material.
I'm going to do my wrap-up now.
Alright, fine. If you're not gonna listen to me, then at least let me do a few highlights.
Whatever. Team Rocket starts snatching up the clones, Dan Green 2 frees them all, Mewtwo and Giovanni finally meet, they attack the island instead and trap Ash and the gang,
How does Giovanni actually, build this entire facility in just a matter of only a few minutes? When Ash and his team are actually locked up, they got a Gyarados in there! But, Gyarados could just go a Hyper Beam and just break through the cage!
Giovanni forces Mewtwo to submit, even though he could easily blast them all away, but whatever.
Why do you have Team Rocket, who are now actually considered traitors, Jesse James actually being considered traitors, why are they now becoming to the point of actually the janitors? Why are they just go ahead and lock them up?
Bug Pokemon from earlier in the movie storm the island, chaos ensues, stuff explodes, they get free, they all take credit for competence.
Hey, here's another concept. When Ash and his team actually do escape and actually have to save Mewtwo, their first instinct to save Mewtwo is to ram the container in order to get him to escape. And you know what? Just make that an anime gif right there. Just like it. And just have it be there. This is Pokemon, of course. First solution.
Mewtwo just frees his own dang self with some help from the Pikachus, they revive him with magic water, Mewtwo pours awesome sauce all over everything, freaking buries the whole lake underground without destroying it, wipes out the bad guys' memories of the events, happy endings all around, and I don't give two flips.
The end!
A shorter review for a shorter movie. Still, this one was bad. I have liked Pokemon movies, I really have. Number 2, for all its faults, was still fun and nostalgic, and an action-packed ride. Number 3 was a great change of pace and probably the best out of all of them. Heck, even number 4, for all of its technical weaknesses, managed to give justification to the rest of the series. This one, however, was a mess. It tried to put too much into way too little space. It tried to be philosophical, but it handled it poorly, and any lessons it tried to teach only managed to cram a lot of nothing into an already short film here.
One thing I can say about the Mewtwo Return special is that yes, it's an hour long and technically it's not a Pokemon movie, but it does go over the plot elements that came from the very first movie and carries it over to this one. The one thing I'll say that I do like about this film is that it's got a lot of moments that make you go, what? Seriously, it's just nothing more than a film that I have to say it's just hilarious based on what the ideas are that the characters go through, and just laughing at the fact that Ash is not making the right decisions. It's a funny special, but critically I have to say it's a bad special. It's still got a few funny moments, and of course, this little moment with Drying Pan.
There, crossover over. Now go away.
Alright, well, I gotta get going. I gotta get ready for my next LP.
I seem to have 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
What are subscribers? Oh, snap, dragon, big fisticuffs! Kaz, activate protocol 1375, bacon and eggs! I gotta go, Leaf, bye.
Okay, bored now. This movie's stupid. It's really that bad. You made me watch it, and that makes me mad. It's like a pit stain that never erases. And when I find you, I will eat your faces.
I really, really do.
I really do.
I hate everyone. I hate them like a poo.
Like a really big poo.
I hate everyone.
That's you.
And everything they do.
I hate your guts,
I hate everyone and you.
Everybody.
This flick was putrid. My brain has a scar. Some flicks are bad, but this one took it too far.
Hey, I know. I'll use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan.